This is Austin St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger. You are watching the Morphin Network.
Not that with the Spanish.
Say that a hero can save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait.
You would show me that, Leonard. You would show me that.
Watch as they all fly away. And they're watching us, they're watching us as we all fly away. Whoa.
Sing a Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, you too, Ryan. Shove it in my face.
I got Spider-Man nightlight.
I might as well just turn on my PlayStation 4 just for you to see the background.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right now.
What's up, everyone? This is Ranger Podcast Live. Welcome for another episode. It's a very hot. If you live in LA, I'm sorry for the hot weather. It is hot. So yeah. So today's news is about the Power Rangers movie is supposedly rebooted.
He's lying. We're here to make cakes.
No, it's rebooted. Calm down. Now we want to discuss about it if it is, well, technically it is kind of true now because now a lot of sources are saying it's true. But we want to discuss our opinions and also what we want to see in the future if it is rebooted. All right, let's start with before we begin. Let's do introductions. Starting from my left. Well, technically, actually no, my corner. Yeah, my left. Naomi, introduce yourself.
What's up, you guys? Noemi here, aka Thunder Chica. Welcome back to the broadcast.
And we have Kaiser Red, Kent Brown.
Hey, everyone.
And we have this loser. No, I'm not gonna. Bye-bye. I'm not talking to him.
What it do, baby?
Shut up!
Psycho Fox, Morphin Network, Reckless Fox, and all of the social media platforms. How y'all doing today on a Taco Tuesday? Very hot Taco Tuesday.
Oh yeah, it is Taco Tuesday.
So, Kent, before we begin, I want to do a shout out to my good friend Luis Espiro. What's up, bro?
Hey, Luis, how you doing, man?
Love you guys. He says, miss you guys. I miss you too, man. Mwah. So we found out in the news that Dacre Montgomery, during a Reddit post, or doing, I think it's a Reddit account, or maybe like an interview with Reddit, announced that, while he's doing some promotion work for Stranger Things Season 3, announced that the Power Ranger movie franchise has been rebooted, and Hasbro will according to him, reboot the franchise and start fresh. Now, what are your opinions about this? Starting with Leo, go.
Everyone get back.
No, I'm not gonna get angry. Okay, 'cause I don't. Dagger Boy and I have been doing a lot. We've been talking about this behind the scenes. Okay, now as much as I would have loved for a sequel, and I even wrote down how I could do the sequel and stuff, and how you can correct some of the issues that the first movie had, with its tonal issues, like it didn't know what it wanted to be, it didn't know if it wanted to be more for kids or more for our demographic of people who like Power Rangers. I will say this right now. Look, Hasbro, when it comes down to it, Hasbro knows what it's doing. Like, Hasbro, what's the first thing that Hasbro does? Money talks for Hasbro, okay? Say what you want about the Transformers movies, but they made money, top dollar. And knowing the regime that Hasbro's in now, I'm okay with it. I think Dagger Boy and I will be talking about our fan casting because we were doing a lot of fan casting this weekend. But overall, I think it's in good hands. If they decide a new 52 it where they just reboot, where it's a soft reboot, then I'd be okay with that too. I would be more okay with a soft reboot than a hard reboot to the series. That's just me.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed that we aren't going to get to see, those Rangers from the 2017 movie again. But, yeah, if Hasbro's planning on rebooting it, we'll just see where it goes. It should be interesting. I hope at least whatever they do, they keep this, the same series. Leonard, you said it, the tone in the 2017 movie is kind of all over the place. I hope they keep a general serious tone, not too goofy, not too silly,
kind of like Winter Soldier in a sense, whereas Winter Soldier wasn't very. I mean, it was serious, but it wasn't like Snyder serious. Just it was even, or something like that, or something like Far From Home, where Far From Home wasn't very silly, but it wasn't very serious. It was just in the middle. I would also say, I think another issue with the 2017 movie. Let's just face it, and I think Gary Boy will say it. I'll say it before he does. The Power Ranger team was only in the movie for a good 7 minutes, and that was at the final part of the movie too.
Another thing, I'd kind of like to see them if they are doing a reboot. I would kind of like to see maybe they go like the Dino Thunder route and maybe introduce us to an entire new set of characters. Mainly because we already have multiple versions of the original 5 right now, so I would kind of like maybe say do a film where it's like Jason or Billy had survived like an assault, and then they decide to bring up a new team of Rangers, something like that. Just an idea. Anyway.
In a sense where I like where you're going with it, because in a sense it's like, oh, we still mentioned the 2017 movie, but still.
Maybe can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Sorry,
Let
you continue.
Well, in my opinion, I mean, I thought the original movie that came out, like, I think it was perfect, but I feel like I was expecting a little more within the characters and the storyline, and of course the costumes. But I think with the reboot, I think we can possibly get a better casting that I was hoping for in case the reboot happens. Possibly a better cast.
Okay, that is really interesting. Now for me is okay. So, I actually watched the Power Ranger movie again last night for this review. I had the DVD. I now want to say why I think it's gonna be rebooted, and a lot of people might agree with me. It wasn't a Power Ranger movie. I'm like, It was, but it didn't feel like a Power Ranger movie to me. The first half, at least. I mean, yes. I mean, I'll tell you guys about marketing. Like in marketing, because I did take marketing, public health marketing. So when you market a movie that it's Power Rangers, you expect Power Rangers, right?
Exactly.
So, like example, like let's say, heck, even Transformers. Yes, even the Bay films. When you market Transformers, what do you expect about Transformers?
You want Transformers?
Yeah, you watch Transformers in action, right?
Yes.
So, I felt that the Power Ranger movie marketing lied to us. Well, lied to many to the diehard fans, it's fine. We love it, but who are the main audience you're going for, right? It's casuals.
Focus more on drama than Ranger stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, it's fine. I like how they progressed the characters, but thing is, it felt like the first 90 minutes did not feel like a Power Ranger movie.
I feel like sorry.
And the second half felt like a different kind of movie. This is where I had issue with pacing, and this is where I had my question is. I mean, no. I mean, I like the movie, but thing is, as a critic, and also as a moviegoer, like from a casual perspective, what the hell am I watching? I paid to watch a Power Ranger movie. I want to see them at least in their suits. I can get why, you need to earn it, right? But thing is, it was a little bit too long. Like we only have Power Ranger. And plus, the thing is, they didn't even wear their mask. They were literally helmetless in the last 7 minutes.
Maybe if they got their powers earlier and then had a few fights, then decided to break up. Maybe.
Yeah. And also, the thing is, the director, Dan Israelite, there's also some stupid comments like, oh, it didn't do well because of the PG-13 rating. It's like, that's BS. Like, look at Marvel. Yeah. Marvel is PG-13, and they still make a lot of money. Heck, even Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay, but but let's keep it real. Anyone who complains about the movie being PG-13 is like, oh, it should have been rated R. Those are just straight up marks. So we don't even make comments about them because they just ask for way too much for something that you should already know can't really happen. But I would say this. I think a good example of what you just said, Ryan, about false advertisement, and I hate to bring this movie up because I actually like it. Iron Man 2 is a good example of that. Iron Man's barely in the movie until the final half of the movie. In the first 2/3, and he's barely in it. It's like in only like 4 or 5 minutes tops. The rest of it's just a Tony Stark movie. Hence the reason why a lot of people were pissed about the how the movie was.
Yeah.
So
totally agree.
So essentially, Power Rangers 2017 pulled an Iron Man 2 and even an Iron Man 3 where there was barely enough Iron Man to keep us satisfied and stuff. And it was more about the human aspect.
Also, the thing is, marketing for the movie was really bad. Like it, I remember, it was very bad. Like this is where I could tell Saban was being a little too greedy. Like it didn't even do well in China.
China cleaned house.
And China loves these kinds of films. Loves these kinds of films. Like these action robot like superhero type films. And it's kind of disappointing that heck, even Dark Phoenix did well in China.
Don't you say that name on this podcast! How dare you!
But it's true though. It's true. It's facts. It actually did better. It did better. It did better. I'm sorry, boy.
Shut up.
That. But anyway, so again, like the downfall of this movie was its marketing. It did not market well to the foreign countries, because I mean, I don't know if Saban knew this, but like the U.S. domestic box office is fine, but the thing is, you want to cater to
worldwide.
Everybody. You want to make a franchise, you have to cater to worldwide.
I have another example of some false advertising. For the third Jurassic Park movie, it was built up that there was going to be this huge fight between the Spinosaurus and the T-Rex. They thought it was going to be, everyone kind of thought it was going to be a big thing, and then suddenly, boom, he's dead, within 2 seconds, and they barely had a fight.
Yeah. Also, it sucks though, the cast, I actually like the cast. I mean, I did like them. It's very sad. Also, but anyway, we know the defaults of it. We know now why. I mean, as a casual moviegoer, you would have been bored. Yeah, as a casual moviegoer, because they know Power Rangers, they could have been bored because they're expecting Power Rangers, monster suits, and also another thing is the suits. As much as I love the suits, if I was a casual, I would much have preferred the original nostalgic one. That's why, again, this is why with Marvel, I keep saying with Marvel again because they did perfectly well. Heck, even DC Universe, they literally keep the source material with the suits. They don't change it. They just modernize it to the thing that's appropriate for this current generation.
Right.
What Power Rangers did was they made a Mask Rider. See, no.
Yeah, they did.
Power Rangers has always been a spandex. Even my family members who don't know what Power Rangers are wait, weren't they supposed to be spandexy? Even the Megazords didn't look like dinosaurs. But anyways, I can't continue.
They should keep at least the armor look for the sequels. They can make those suits look like the originals. Just a movie, I say keep the armored look, Hasbro.
Yeah. I mean, okay, this is where we're at. I want to discuss in the future now. So now let's continue on. Let's start with now. What do you want to see in a new reboot? And this is where I'll let Naomi start.
For the reboot, I was hoping the characters between Kimberly and I'm hoping to see Tommy somewhere around there, even though he comes out later on. Then maybe introduce him when it comes to the new reboot.
Remember anything else your dream or anything?
No, not really. I think that's it. Just expecting Tommy to pop up.
Kat, what do you want to see in a reboot?
I don't know. I guess maybe explore more than, like I said, just Mighty Morphin. One thing I did enjoy about the 2017 movie is they used the mythology from. They use the Zeo crystal and stuff like that. I think it'd be kind of neat to, bring in other seasons' mythos and, use other characters and plot details, for the film and stuff. Basically, just we have the comic books, we have the original season, and we have the 2017 movie. It's just kind of be kind of nice to have the next film be, based around a different team than just the original 5. That's just my point.
Leo,
Let
what
it-
do you want to see in the next franchise reboot?
Oh, that's easy. All right. So let me put it like this. All right. What has been the most successful franchise in the past 10 years? 10 plus years.
Marvel, duh.
Okay. What is the one thing they have done right?
Casting,
Aside from that.
marketing,
Story.
Aside from that. There you go, Ken.
script.
Coherent storytelling. This is the thing that Power Rangers needs to know. And I'm not saying they should copy and paste what Marvel does, but just take notes on what they did. They built a story. They built a universe. Whether you are into the comic books or even in the case of Power Rangers, whether you are in the TV show, the video games, or the comic books or not, build a universe and expand on that. The best way I think they can do it, honestly, if they mention Mighty Morphin, that's fine, but I do not need the original 6 Power Rangers again. Either you make a brand new team, have it be put in the Power Rangers universe. I'm not saying completely disregard all of Power Rangers. You can mention some teams. Hell, you can even have like a mentor who's like, I've seen this evil once before with another team or stuff like that. But build an original team, or you could just do a complete revamp of one of the other series of Power Rangers. It doesn't just have to be Mighty Morphin.
Mm-hmm.
And you can always bring up moments that happen in the television show, but you don't want it to weigh down on all the plot. You don't. Just like this Power Rangers, because of the fact that it was solely based in Mighty Morphin, and yes, it did mention the Zeo Crystal, the streets that were based in the other seasons of Power Rangers, like Mariner Bay and Reefside. Build something new, build something fresh. And I think the casting is going to be very key to this, if that's the case. Because either you're going to get actual teenagers. I'm not talking people in their 20s. I'm sorry, Ryan, but we cannot get Tom Holland to play everything. If you're going to actually make actual teenagers be Power Rangers, get actual teenagers. Or I can tell you right now, if there's one person I would probably cast in this new Power Rangers, Millie Bobby Brown is your Bobby Brown is your cash cow. You need Millie Bobby Brown right there. She either you can make her you're gonna probably make her Kimberly, obviously.
No. I want her in the Power Rangers, but not Kimberly. This is where I'll explain what I want.
Go ahead.
I believe Trini would be a good role for Millie, in my opinion.
Actually, this is where I might have disagreed. So, this is where also I believe the movie kind of failed. I know you're very progressive, but the thing is, after watching Black Panther and the Shang-Chi movie, you could make an Asian Yellow Ranger and an African American Black Power Ranger. Because you could, because I can see why they're scared to do it, but now Black Panther and now Shang-Chi and now Mulan proves you can actually make an Asian American Yellow Ranger. So this is what I was confused with. Like, they made the Asian a Black Ranger and then the yellow. I was like, okay, I get it why, but the thing is, it did not fit their characters because the last name of Trini was Trini Kwan in the movie, and she's Hispanic. There is no Asian, yeah.
Unless she's like half Korean.
No. The dad was literally the dad.
No, they all Latino. They're all Latino.
Like, no, it said the thing Kwan. I'm like, really? And then Zach Taylor. I'm like, okay, maybe he's even half white. But the thing is, okay. So the thing is, guys, don't be scared. Hasbro, don't be scared to cast them with their stereotypical thing. It's fine because, again, as an Asian, I would like to look up to the Yellow Ranger because she represents my minority. Not the Black Ranger. He represents Leo's minority because you can look up to Black Ranger, Black Panther.
I know. This is
so I would be fine with that. So as casting, I actually want them to do Mighty Morphin again. Just for the first, you need to start with something fresh, right? But the thing is, this is where I want them to adapt the Go-Go comics.
Yeah!
Adapt.
Yo, that'd be lit. Go ahead.
Because the movie adapted the TV show, the first 2 episodes, or first episode, that did not do well because you were going to get source material, right? And they actually tried to put Easter eggs in the video. No. They tried to world build. This is the problem with movies. Okay? world building. Like, look at the Dark Universe. It felt bad. Dark Universe felt bad.
What universe?
The Dark Universe with the mummy and
I know.
I'm
pretending it didn't exist because I totally forgot about that.
Look at Godzilla and the MonsterVerse. It did not world build.
Which God?
The first movie.
Wait, which one?
The first Godzilla movie.
Oh, okay.
We didn't know there was going to be a MonsterVerse until King Kong, and it was in a post-credit scene too. It was world build, and now finally in the third movie you could tell there's now multiple. Yeah, that's why MonsterVerse did. Look at The Conjuring. The first movie of The Conjuring.
Oh man, The Conjuring.
No world building, right? There's no world building yet until now, but it set them up perfectly. That's why in my opinion, I think that The Conjuring universe is currently the most successful MC and like DC. Yeah, well, not DC, like
movie franchise.
It's still kind of movie franchise universe right now.
I would have to let me put it like this. I understand what you're saying, Ryan, but I would try to disagree with you on that because let's just face it. The previous movies that have just came out that are part of the Conjuring universe, like Annabelle's Awakening and The Nun, did not do well.
They're not. The thing is, they're not directed by James Wan.
Okay.
So you gotta understand, those are just like spin-off movies. Anyway, so again, I want them to go back. I want them to adapt the comic book. You can put Mighty Morphin, and yes, you could cast. I wanted to cast actual teenagers for these roles now. No more 20, 28, 27. You can maybe cast like maybe an 8 and 19-year-old. I would watch. I have a bet they're gonna cast one of those people from Cobra Kai, one of those kids.
Oh, dude, you already know they're gonna do.
I can see Peyton List as Kimberly. And she's only 17 years old, or 6. I know, only 16 years old.
But doesn't she have to go brunette though?
So, hey, but she's the perfect Kimberly. Even her role in Jessie could tell she's the perfect Valley Girl stereotype role. Like, you could play that well. I don't know who else I would play as her, but the thing is, keep it. Then now, after you make the first Power Ranger movie, do not mention of another universe. And then I want them to do the 2 movie type. So you have My Morphin as your first movie, right? Then maybe in later year you can do another Power Ranger team that's not very famous, but it's a little minor. So you can go
Operation Overdrive.
You can go Overdrive. You can go Turbo. But the thing for Turbo is you can make the Cyborg Rangers. Okay, no, don't do it. Well, don't do Turbo. You could do maybe Zeo.
Yes.
No.
But the thing is this. Don't put Tommy as the Red Ranger. You can put maybe like Rocky, Adam, Aisha, Tanya, and maybe the fifth. I don't know who can be the fifth one. Someone else can be the fifth one.
An older version of Justin.
An older version
that or Carlos.
Or Carlos, yes. Because the thing is, you can make those the thing is, I want them to be separate. So there's no confusion, because the thing is, you can keep the original suits, then you can keep going. So you have 2 teams, right? So basically, build up for something big. So let's say Lord Zed is the big bad of let's say Phase 1 of this universe. Basically, look at the comic books. They set up basically the comic books set up Shattered Grid. That was basically the Thanos style, right? That's set up for that. That's what I wanted to do. So that's my opinion. Go.
Instead of Zeo, Time Force, and the only reason being, Time Force can easily set up the events. Like, let's say a mid-credit scene, Time Force can easily set the events that could potentially happen. Be like, all right, you think you guys are the only Power Rangers in the universe? You ain't seen nothing yet. And he's like, who the hell are you? Like, my name's Jen Scott. I'm from the future, or something like that.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
You could do that. You could do that.
And you get Aaron Cahill to be Jen Scott, because then you just introduce older Power Rangers.
Okay, no.
I'm not saying cast the originals.
You can make cameos. You can make cameos.
Go.
So now for Millie, I want. So you said Millie Bobby Brown, right? So
yes.
I know I want her to cast as. I want her to be cast as Kat. And plus, she is British and she's half Australian, so bingo!
Oh yeah.
I thought Catherine. Are you talking about Catherine Sutherland being British and Australian?
Oh yeah, she's Australian. Oh yeah, she's.
I thought she was New Zealand.
Australia.
Oh, she's Australian. Oh yeah, she's. But no, but I see.
We're horrible people.
I see Millie Bobby Brown as a good cat. I literally see her as a good cat, Catherine. It's true. I see her as a good Catherine.
I mean, she may have a British accent, but another thing about her, like, she's half Hispanic.
She's from Australia. Catherine Sutherland.
And Catherine in the show was from Australia.
Yeah.
But again, like I see those guys. I mean, okay. Now another thing is you got to cast. Okay, so this is what I believe. How's just gonna do it? They're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. If you want your movie to be I don't know. That's not really like yeah, but you want your movie to get maybe many of the casual audience. You have to cast well-known actors.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can cast maybe 2 unknowns, but you have to at least cast like maybe 2 or 3 known. Like so that's why Millie Bobby Brown could be for maybe a Power Ranger Zeo. For Time Force, you can go to an older cast. Maybe that's like maybe in their 20s now. But for My Morphin, I wanted strictly teenagers.
You know who I think you could possibly do if that's the case? What's that little girl's name from Logan who played X-23 again? Laura Dean.
I forgot her name too. Shoot.
Daphne Keane?
Oh yeah, Daphne. Yeah.
Yeah, Daphne Keane. You could cast her in Power. She's a little older now, so you can actually have her be like the new student.
Not for Mighty Morphin. I don't see her.
Oh no, not for Mighty Morphin.
For Mighty Morphin, I literally want them to cast national Asian American actors. I don't care like stereotypical. No, it's not stereotypical. It's like you have a black superhero that made $1 billion that represents, and then now Shang-Chi. That's why you don't say like, oh, it's not as being racist. Like, no, it's not. It's just a good representation. Back then, you could say it was, but now whatever. A perfect Yellow Ranger, in my opinion, for Trini, it can be someone like what's this? Okay, what's the girl's name again? I told you, Leo.
What, home chick from Mulan?
No, she's too old. Zhang Ji is too old.
How old is she?
28.
She doesn't look like she's aged yet. So okay, let me check.
She's old. She's 28 or 30.
Okay, fine.
No, 31.
Dude, she looked like a teenager, but okay.
I mean,
no, here I'm gonna look it up. But no, I would say
Hold up, hold up. What about the boys part? We have to think about that too.
Okay,
I know who I want as Billy.
I have a few suggestions.
Billy, to me, I want him as Asa Butterfield. I literally see him as Billy. After watching a Netflix show that I will not discuss here because it's going to be mature, I would see him as Billy.
No, say it. What's the show?
Sex Education.
Oh. Who cares, man? We're all old enough to know about that. No, I would say. Oh, come on now. We're all in our 20s. If people chill. I would also say, honestly, homeboy who played Mike in not Mike Eddie in It. He was also in Shazam.
Yes.
As
I was
Billy.
thinking that too. Yes, he will be a good actor for the
Also,
film, yeah.
I remember now. My Trini is Chelsea Zhang. Or maybe
that's
her.
Yeah, her.
She's only 17 and she actually knows martial arts.
I would also
she's Chinese too.
I would also want to cast okay, I know who I would cast as Kimberly if that's the case. If Hasbro were to do a Mighty Morphin, which they're probably going to do because
they're gonna do it.
Obviously. I would home chick who played Mary in Shazam as well, because she's at least 18 and 19.
She's 21.
Yeah, she's
21. We can pull some strings.
I could see her as a. Actually, no. You know where I see her as in the Power Rangers?
What about Mackenzie Foy?
Oh yeah. Oh, you could play her. Oh, the girl from Bella.
Yep.
Bella and Edward's daughter.
Yeah.
She's actually a good actress now from Nutcracker.
Okay. See. Keep in mind, I stopped after Breaking Dawn Part 1. I couldn't. I mean, are you wrong? I think Robert Pattinson will do a good job as Batman, but I just have not seen his other stuff after Twilight. Like I just couldn't.
Really?
Shut up. Yes, I think Pattinson will be a great job. Okay, leave me alone. I would also say the kid who played Billy Batson in Shazam. Honestly, I think Shazam. What I really liked about Shazam, and I think this is the reason why I keep bringing up the people who were in Shazam, was because Shazam low key was unintentionally a Power Rangers movie, because once they brought in, spoilers in case anyone's not seen Shazam, it's been like 4 months now. Has anyone seen it on here?
It did.
No? Cover your ears or mute yourself. So when they introduced,
I don't care.
Okay, so when they introduced the Shazam family in the final 15 minutes of the movie, I think that's when I'm like, oh my god, they just pulled. Not only did they just reference that, they low-key just made a better Power Ranger team than the 2017 Power Ranger team, because everyone was actually very cooperative and they had a lot of great chemistry. Not just the younger actors, but the adult versions of them as well. I think if they do that, if they're able to incorporate the chemistry that those actors, those little kids had, and the adult actors and actresses had, there you go.
You know, I just realized we've been talking all about who the Rangers should be. Who do you think they should cast as villains?
Oh, okay. I got you.
I have one. Tell Tilda Swinton as Rita.
I was just about to say that.
Or Emily Blunt as Rita.
No, and I want two things. Either Goldar's gonna have to be CG. And he's gonna have to look like his OG self. Maybe a better version of him, like Goldar Z in the Japanese versions. And I would have him being voiced by Clancy Brown. For those who don't know who Clancy Brown is, he's Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob. He was Hades in God of War 3. He played Red Hulk in Agents of Smash. You get Clancy Brown.
He was
as Goldar.
Korra. Agree.
All or right. Steve Bloom.
We got some good suggestions for the cast, actually.
Either that or honestly, don't even bring Rita in. Have Goldar as the villain, and then just introduce Rita in the end.
Yeah, you could.
What about Zed? Oh wait, Zed doesn't come in yet.
No, Zed can be like I'm saying it, Phase 1 style enemy, because I mean, in almost all the Power Ranger films, almost all the Power Ranger films, games, like he's kind of the main bad in a crossover. I'm gonna leave for a while and let Red Star take over for a few 20 minutes tops. So Red Star, take it away.
What's your thoughts on the Power Ranger reboot? What do you want to see in it? Casting, villains, all that stuff. Go ahead.
The casting, well, it's gonna take a long while to choose, because we have like a lot of young actors that are rising to the occasion to play this role or these characters that we've loved ever since 1993, and on 25 years of Power Rangers. It's gonna be tough, and these actors need to bring up good acting skills and have a little bit of fun, and because Power Rangers is all about of course the actors are teenagers with attitude, the Power Rangers that we saw from Lionsgate. They are teenagers with attitude, but it's pretty much like Hans Zimmer version of Power Rangers, but a good mix, like Shazam, like a mix of Shazam feeling,
Sorry about that.
And I agree with it. And if so, I don't know who the cast should be, but if the casting directors already picked their choices, and the choice let's see what they bring to the table, because if the project is not even fully done, we can't judge it, we can't criticize it. Come on, we're Power Ranger fans. We're all as a union. We're a big Power Ranger family. We shouldn't criticize on actors who or the project that hasn't been finished. So let's just wait until it's finished. Then when it hits in theaters, after watching it, we'll see how our thoughts are.
Okay. Who do you think should be? Go ahead.
Leonard and I kind of agree on this. Do you think they should just revisit the Mighty Morphin Rangers, or do you think they should try, a new team? Do Dino Thunder or something? Not do another team, do another Dino Thunder Rangers, just introduce a new group and they're being mentored by, say, a member of the original 6.
I don't know where to go at this point, because Power Rangers was around the Mighty Morphin era when it came out. Now we're talking about the next step that Hasbro has to do, and I don't know. I guess we're all nostalgic that we just love Mighty Morphins, that they have to do it from scratch. So if Mighty Morphin is the choice, then they better not screw it up, because the Lionsgate version was good. It was a good step, but then a lot of mixed feelings. But if Hasbro takes some time, do some effort, gather some resources, and like, I don't know, like, don't listen to the fans. Just like just just do they just have to do some research and like respect the past and like also let the past adapt to the future. So we have to, if I could make this project, I would say our best move would be Mighty Morphin because it's new. We have to start off scratch, and we have to build that up into, I don't know, maybe in space. That will be the end of it.
Or that could be phase 1.
That could a Power Ranger phase 1, phase 2, phase 3.
Yeah.
Oh, like it's gonna be tough. And
I would say Zed would be the final bad guy, if that's the case.
Zed would be a great final bad guy. And if we're about to do like Mighty Morphin all the way to like Zordon era, like in space, let's see if a movie that can introduce one whole team each, but the series takes about like what, 52 episodes. That's what, 50 episodes or 30 episodes times like 22 minutes. That's almost like one team will have to tell like at least 3 or 4 full-length film.
What about yeah, you guys said Lord Zed would be a good final villain. What about Dark Spectre though? What if they made him the final boss?
I actually said that when in our name redacted days. I actually did throw out a idea of Dark Spectre being like the Thanos of the Power Ranger universe. When Lionsgate still had license and stuff, unfortunately, the Brett get rebooted. I would like to see Dark Spectre be like the Thanos of that universe. Like I said, I honestly, in my opinion, don't think we should start off Mighty Morphin because we've done Mighty Morphin way too much. But I think marketing-wise, it's a good marketing decision if they do it. We may not like it, but at that point, it just comes to how the director, how the script writers, and how the producers are going to make the movie.
Hasbro Productions, you have to reuse the Mighty Morphin era. If you don't, Astronomer will drain my powers.
Oh my gosh. I think Dark Spectre's power will be drained if Hasbro is screwing up the Power Ranger franchise again. But I don't know, man. If I want the villains, like, hey, like no more like single villains. Why not the Evil Rangers, Psycho Rangers?
That'd be cool.
That is that's probably the best plan that they could go with.
Like, hey, with Psycho Rangers and the Power Rangers with a new rebooted, like there will be like more like merchandising options for the kids to purchase when the new movie comes out, and like it'll give us like a new feeling to like an Evil Rangers, because don't we love watching like Rangers fight against their opposites. We just like watching good guys fighting their own opposites. That's like a good story to get in touch to like their truth self instead of hiding with their lies. It's like the Justice League fighting against their themselves in like an animated episode that I saw. Remember?
You mean the I know what you're talking about, the Justice Lords, right?
Yeah, the Justice Lords. Yeah, that could be good.
Or the Crisis on Two Earths story, where they fight the Earth 3 guys.
Yeah.
Wow, we're a bunch of nerds.
Yeah, the villains, I would say Dark Spectre, Lord Zed, or the Psycho Rangers, or a new like modernized version of Psycho Rangers. That will be a good feeling to it. And let's see what Hasbro has in store for us. They just need to put some time to it.
I think that's all I got for right now. I think it's Naomi, do you got any final thoughts before we start reading YouTube the comments?
To be honest, I don't got any, but regards to the reboot, like how you guys mentioned about like type of villains we should have, or like the Psycho Rangers, for example, that's a really good idea. Unless depending on the way how they're gonna form like when it comes to costumes, in my opinion. Because in one of the series, it was like an armor suit and kind of like a spike-ish and evil texture to it, but when it comes to the reboot, so I don't know how they will, be able to like resemble to it or like make a few changes compared to like the first Power Rangers that ever came out, like Rita's outfit, for example.
If we can get Bill Hader as Alpha back, I'll be fine with that because I love Bill Hader. Shouts to Bill Hader.
Come on, who doesn't like Bill Hader? He's just fun, and like I've seen all of his projects. He's just hilarious to watch.
I keep hearing his voice though, and keep thinking of Flynn, the Flynn's, the guy from Thoughty with a Chance of Meatballs.
Oh man.
See, I just think of Superbad, and that's the case.
Hey, he was in Superbad. He was in Cloudy Chance of Meatballs. He did some couple of like cameo appearances in some comedy sitcoms, and he also like played Alpha in Power Rangers. And he is the new he's the adult version of like Eddie in It.
Yes. Yeah.
Or is it Richie? My bad. But he's the one with the glasses, and like he's on a roll. And if Bill Hader does not come back, I'm gonna be sad. But they have to find a new like Alpha because I kind of like Bill Hader's Alpha. It's kind of fun.
Should they do an Alpha 6 with the New York accent?
If they do an Alpha 6 with a New York accent, you gotta give me Joe Pesci.
Oh yeah,
You gotta give me Joe Pesci if you do it, okay?
Either
Give me a
Joe
Joe
Pesci.
Pesci, give me a Ted Danson, give me someone with a straight up New York accent, okay? Either like Bronx, New York, or Queens, or Brooklyn, or Staten Island. That's all I have.
Hey, it would be funny if Joey Tribbiani is the voice of Alpha, and Matt LeBlanc from Friends. That'll be fun.
All right, we gotta start reading these comments. So I think we need Dagger Boy to come back in because he has control of it.
So Clement,
Yeah.
So Red Star, thank you, man. Much appreciated. We'll see you in Japan World Hero Con. All right.
All right, we'll see you guys then. All right. See you.
I'm back in.
What did you, baby? All right.
Yomi, you
Back,
survived.
bro.
You survived.
You're good. So this is the part where we say hello, YouTube. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. So we're about to read some of these comments on Facebook. But if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon. Hit the like button. Hit at least 5 times, like Booker T's 5-time WCW title reign. And be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. So let's start reading these comments. Go for it, Dagger Boy.
Andres Williams. It would be awesome to see other teams have a movie original team.
Thank you. I've been saying this for a while. We don't need to keep doing Mighty Morphin, but again, marketing wise, I understand if you were going to do it. So, and honestly, like I said, we've said this before. Hasbro, say what you want about the Transformers movies. Money talks.
I don't care if the actor or
Well,
actor
that's
20
true.
years old, just as long as they deliver a good performance. I mean, yes, it's true.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as they're baby faced like Tom Holland.
No Tom Holland. We don't
Yeah.
need Tom Holland.
And
Holland.
Zendaya, don't forget about Zendaya.
Oh, so they can play a good Aisha.
Put Zendaya in as a Yishu, bro.
Oh,
Let's go.
yeah.
Let's go.
Whoa.
Get Zendaya in there as Aisha and get what's her face? Homegirl who's playing Ariel as Tanya. Let's go.
Zendaya's a Power Ranger. Like Zendaya, you're a Power Ranger.
Yo, MJ as a Power Ranger. Let's go. All right.
Will
I
King.
got so excited.
Asian Red Ranger, please.
What's up, Will?
Well, I actually want to see that, but I want him to be reserved for Power Ranger Samurai.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah, I would want to see a Asian Red Ranger as a Power Ranger. Or Ninja Steel. They have to put that in.
Or Ninja Storm.
Or Ninja Storm, yeah, or Ninja Storm.
Hey,
I don't
Brandon.
mind the cast. The story arcs was rough. It was rough. I mean, the cast was perfect. I mean, not perfect. They did a good job, but the story arc was kind of rough. I mean, it is true. Like, it was kind of over the place, but I see what they were trying to do. But it did not fit what I was expecting for a Power Ranger movie.
They try to pull Iron Man, the first one, I mean, where they try to make a universe, but because of the fact that the tone and the fact that, again, marketing and tone is what made that are 2 reasons why that movie suffered.
Okay, so his name is Greg. He's
What's up, Brett?
he was my friend from season. So rebooting the reboot of the American reboot of the Sentai series. Oh my god. Okay, Greg is a huge Sentai fan. He even at the point says it's better than Power Rangers, which I kind of agree with that. But well, some seasons. But the thing is, he basically is kind of true. We're rebooting something from you know what I mean.
And technically, isn't Re Soldier kind of a reboot since the Emperor of Japan stepped down? We have a new one.
Yeah, it is a reboot of basically a reboot of what's his face, Z Ranger. Do you think Saban was too much of a chicken to take the TV cast and make a movie with them like he did MMPR and TV movie? No, it's not because.
Somewhat, I would have to agree on that.
Yes and no, but okay, honestly, guys, I know as much as you love the actors or actresses, you guys have to legit move on now. Like, yes, they can still play it. They can do cameos, or they can do a little.
They can be mentors.
They can be mentors, but thing is, like, we need to introduce a new generation of Power Ranger fans. It's basically like Adam West. It's basically like it's like saying putting Adam West in a Batman movie, playing as Batman, or putting Adam West in the what's his name again? Oh, Michael Keaton Batman. That's what you're trying to. Yeah, like they don't fit well together. Like Adam West Batman, Michael Keaton Batman, they did not match ever.
Yes,
a good man once said, "Let the past die, kill it. We don't need to continue." I've said this before. I said this many times during Morphin Gaming time. One of the big things, and I said this a lot when we talked about Power Rangers Ninja Steel, especially the Dimensions in Danger episode. We do not need to continue to harp on Mighty Morphin. Mighty Morphin was a great starting point for Power Rangers, but it is far from being the best season of Power Rangers. We've said this on multiple occasions. If Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was the first and last series of Power Rangers you watch, obviously you're gonna feel some type of way than we do. But because of the fact that we watched the other 20 plus seasons, we can tell you that as the series went on, we had better casting, we had better storytelling. Yes, we hit some bumps in the road during the Disney era, and we hit major botches during the Nickelodeon era until Beast Morphers finally, until Beast Morphers and Hasbro said enough of this BS. We finna do this right. So we can't keep using the same cast members. Yeah. And besides, a lot of the older cast members are doing stuff better, or are doing better things right now. Aside from Power Rangers, a good example: Johnny Young Bosch, one of the biggest names in not just Power Rangers, but one of the biggest names in anime. Ichigo Kurosaki, Zero from Mega Man, Bumblebee from Transformers, Aaron from Etika 7. I could go on with his entire filmography at that point. But they're doing bigger things. We can't keep using the same people.
Yeah.
The name of the show's definitely moved on from Power Rangers.
Yeah, I mean, like I moved on from, as much as I love Time Force. I moved on from Time Force. So.
Yeah, and those guys are doing bigger things. Like Erica Hill, she's doing it big in TVs and stuff. Jason Font's doing it big on some of the shows he's doing, and the web series he's doing right now. And friggin' Daniel Southworth, again, a big name in voice acting. Virgil from Devil May Cry 3 and Devil May Cry 5. He's cleaning house right now too.
Not to mention, sorry to mention his name, Pua and Sally. They've gone on from Ninja Storm. They've gone on to do, pretty big soap operas and
your word, Ryan.
In the other shows in New Zealand.
Sorry, I love this light. Sorry, I love this light. I want the Reboot cast to be all unknowns, makes it easier and keys audience grow with them. It's just getting to know. I mean, they did try that already, just. But like knowing Hasbro, they're not gonna do that. Like it was already been done. Like Lionsgate did that. You can say Naomi Scott was because, of course, for her Disney Channel fans, and of course Becky G. Well,
Becky G, she's pretty known because she's a singer.
No, but to like casuals, she was not well known yet. She was just starting her. Yeah. They already did that. I don't see Hasbro doing that. Plus, Hasbro's Paramount wants the.
Yeah, and right now Paramount's not doing good. I mean, I don't know. a certain hedgehog that's supposed to be coming out later this November, and next thing you know, they decide to redesign him, which comes out in February. Right now, Paramount is gonna want to, stick with big, well-known actors and even some unknowns, maybe that are like in the TV and stuff like that. But again, they need money. Because again, a certain hedgehog was legit about to demolish their entire company in the next 5-6 months.
Let's tell the hedgehog. They literally got Jim Carrey part of it as
Jim Carrey will play your best Eggman, but yeah, they still gotta work on the design.
And they got James Marsden as a freaking opposite, one of the main characters. I like James Marsden. You're just giving us a psycho.
No, he's great. No, he's great. He's a great actor, but it just reminds me of X-Men. I'm like,
he has other films too, boy. That were actually.
I know. Hey, man, Enchanted's one of my favorite movies ever done, bro.
yeah.
That's my favorite movie he's ever done, man. I love Enchanted.
So is Hairspray. Cody Carlin's show.
Okay, to be fair, I don't like Hairspray.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I like it. Good music.
I'm not big on musicals. That's why.
Anyway.
How dare you?
Hey, I liked The Greatest Show, despite its historical inaccuracy.
Then you should watch La La Land.
I'm definitely not gonna watch La La Land.
La La Land is okay. It didn't catch my attention.
But
I like Grease the most.
I was going for Moonlight the entire time during the Oscars. So
it's not a musical, though. Okay, anyway, movie title: Shattered Grid. That could be for a freaking Phase 3 type Power Ranger movie.
Just cue in the Metal Gear music.
Power Ranger guy. I love to see Dark Spectre. Wait, I have an idea. He could be the Phase 3 villain.
We already said that, Ryan. We already said that.
I didn't hear that.
You were here. We talked about how he should be the Thanos of this Power Rangers. If they make it a movie franchise, he's your Thanos.
Yeah,
and
then after
Zed to try to take down Earth, but when Zed failed, Dark Spectre's like, all right, I'm gonna have to do it myself now. And there you go.
So basically, Zed's like Ultron.
No, he's more like. Okay, no. Oh, I got an idea. So, you want to know how you can finish Phase 1? They fight Astronema. Astronema is their Loki. So, when they find out that Dark Spectre's the big bad, he sent Astronema to take out Earth and the other planets neighboring Earth that have Power Rangers. Cut me my check, bro!
Okay, yeah, Monty agrees with me. The grading has to be on point if you do get unknown actors and actresses. Yes, I can give you an example. Stranger Things had a lot of unknowns. Well, not really unknowns. Yeah, basically the only well-known actor was what's her name? Winona Ryder.
Hey! It is no secret that I have a massive crush on Winona Ryder to this day. It's not a secret.
It's cool. She's pretty. She's still pretty. Season 3. I want slushies now.
Hey! Don't spoil it because I have not watched. I have not watched spoilers. I have not watched season 3 yet. No spoilers.
What's wrong with you?
It's called Anime Expo, Ryan. That's what happened.
Yeah, it's already been out for 2 weeks. So Ranger Select, a movie version of Rancic.
A movie version of Rancic, and you get Mel Gibson to play Rancic.
No, I know you have to see he plays Rancic.
Who?
Hopper.
Who?
Hopper from Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah. No. Ron Perlman as Rancic.
And I can see as Hopper because if you watch season 3, you'll see why. You'll know why. You watch season 3, right?
Of course she did.
So she knows how Hopper kind of changes in that season. I won't tell you how, but that's why I see him as Rancic. Okay, guys, we're pretty much done. I mean, this is a longer podcast, but it was guys fun. It was like an hour and 10. But guys,
it was great. Thank you guys very much. This is a brand new episode of Ranger Podcast Live. Closing comments. If you're in California, stay hydrated. It's hot as hell, and especially when you're in the valley, it's super hot as hell. If you're in Palm Springs, God bless your heart. Naomi, what's your closing statement?
All right.
Oh, it's Naomi. Okay, Naomi, stop moving your... Yes, Naomi, you're the static one. So try not to move your laptop a lot. All right.
Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and you can also find me on my YouTube channel, Pink Ranger 101, and my Instagram, Bright Spider-Man. And thank you guys for watching, and stick around for our upcoming podcast. All right, you guys.
All right, Kat, you.
My closing comment?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. That's it. Okay. It's
Seriously?
yeah, thank you all for watching. This has been interesting. Let's just see what Hasbro has to offer with the films, and yeah. And you can find me on Brown_K on Instagram as well. And maybe things I'm thinking about starting up some stuff. We'll just see.
I guess I forgot to mind then. Real quick, well, yeah, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, @reckless_fox. I talk a lot about wrestling on my Twitter, so if you're a wrestling fan, hit me up, and video games. Find me on YouTube channel, Reckless Fox. I got a couple of videos that are going to be posted up later this week. And follow me on twitch.tv/RecklessFox for all live playthroughs. I'm trying to finish up Metal Gear Solid, so we can do Metal Gear Solid 2. And last but not least, this Friday, we're gonna try to finish up Power Ranger Samurai on the Nintendo DS. So there you go.
You can find me in my Spider-Man at Castroboy247 Instagram. Then please follow us at Morphin Network at YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Well, hopefully there's no Power Ranger news coming up, but right now we have some interviews lined up, some vlogs. We still have to edit. So I still have some Anime Expo and other stuff to do. But yeah, guys, please follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Please subscribe to our YouTube page. My goal is to get at least 500, at least before the end of the year. But right now we're at 42, so I think we can get it maybe like 3 weeks. But yeah, guys, help us for you. Facebook is fine. YouTube, we need help. Okay, guys. So this is you get your roll calls, guys, before we leave. This is
All right, well,
this is Dagger Boy.
Psycho Fox.
Thunder Chica.
Wait.
What's your name?
Name me, you say yours again.
Quasar Red.
Your Quasar Red.
Quasar Red, yeah.
Yes. This is Morphin Network, and we're signing off. So thank you guys. See you guys next time.
Sayonara.
Yeah.
And now watching us, watching.